Hi, we are going to talking about social and sharing. Remember, at first we have computer. If you only have one computer, you don't need to share. You have two computer, three computer, more computers. You want to share the info. One example, one type of sharing is that I know someone who have three computers at home. One for work, because online working, one for school, the guy also taking some class, one for personal gaming. How can they be shared? Sometimes this guy just want to use a different computer to play gaming. They don't have to install the gaming software into all those three computers. Hook those three computers up with some kind of a simple software. I can use any of those three computers to play computer games. That would be a good idea. That's one way of sharing. Three computer sharing one gaming software in one computer. That's sharing. We all use sharing here. Whenever you hear networking, sharing is networking. You don't want to do a network, you don't need to share. So that's the sharing. Easy example is the classroom. All the student and the professor share the printer. Not like everybody need to have a printer. No, you don't have to. Communication and message here. One communication and message example, short message service. That's a text message. Things have been changed a lot. Long time ago, people are using the phone. I call you, you call me. Hey, how about that? Then they have three-way calling. Whoa, I call you and someone call me. I can hook a flash, talk to you, and come back to talk to him, or I can type in certain code to talk to you and the other guy, make it a three-way calling, or that's called conference call. Conference call can for companies have 20 people, more than 20 people to talk at the same time. It's actually a very good use of technology. I still like conference call. Sometimes I don't really like video call. If you need to share some files here, I want to see it, yes, video conference. Otherwise, just a voice conference will be good. You talk, then I still can work on something. So that kind of conference is like a radio conference. You listen to the radio, you can still do your stuff. And a video conference is like a movie conference. You're viewing a movie or DVD or Bluetooth, and you can still do something that you are not going to do that good. It's really distracting you from other stuff here. We have seen more and more use of video conference and less use of voice conference. But I strongly promote voice conference when seeing some files is not needed. Voice conference is the best way. And this shows you your mobile phone can send out a short message service and can also send out a multimedia message service. When I work with a phone company, I was designing and testing this short message service. And this short message service has been used more and more, say a long time ago. You send an email to someone, people would read their email. Today, no. Maybe from time to time they still read it. Maybe every day, every other day, I don't know. So what are you going to do? You're going to text them. You text them, they get it. They're going to read it right away. They may not respond to you right away, but they're going to read it right away. You want to reach out to someone instead of sending an email, why don't you just text me? That's easier. That's a short message service. And in certain countries, certain phone companies, we call carrier, they're going to charge you money for voice communication. Call someone, charge you money. You send a short message service, doesn't count. It doesn't cost you money or cost you very little money. That's why we'll see more and more short message service. And short message service is good for privacy. You are in a party, we'll call this party 1. And your friend call you from party 2. You're going to talk to your friend, this is the party. It's very, very noisy here. And you don't want people to hear about your conversation. So what can you do? Now, your friend in party 2 sent you a text message. That's a short message service. Then you take a look. Very loud noise, but you still can view it easily. You say, oh, this is party number 2. It's ongoing, huh? So maybe I just click here, I go there. So that's the stuff here. So short message service is less annoying. And it's not like a voice call, it's real time. People call you, you have to answer right away. Short message, people text me. After 4 hours, I see it, I'm busy. I'm not going to check on my text message. So that's a lot of stuff. There is a joke. I don't know if it's funny to you or not. It's like, said that my parents is not really good at technology. Whenever I text them, they pick up the phone and call me. Yeah, that's a story. That's the end of the story here. Said that, why can they text me back? They have to call me to talk to me. So it turned out to be one way. Yeah, they know how to check on a text message, but they still want to call me. Well, I guess it's not really like your parents not very good about technology. Probably they just want to talk to you, right? Yeah, they want to talk to their kids. So that's maybe the real reason here. But anyway, from parents to make a phone call to the kids may not be a good idea nowadays. Parents need to learn to text the kids here. They have Apple iMessage. I use it every day. That's a text message. Use Apple phone, iPhone to iPhone. And WhatsApp, that's a short message service, the free message in here. And I got an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you can text me via Apple iMessage. If you have a Samsung phone, you can still text me via a short message service, not like Apple to Apple. Apple to Apple may proprietary make it more fancy, different functions here. That's it. So we'll say, hey, why Apple iMessage when you have the short message service? Meaning Apple's proprietary app, they can put some improvement. Conferencing tool here. Conferencing tool with the more and more use of video conferencing tools here. They have also bring up some concern. Concern here is if you have a meeting, you want to do a video recording, you need to pop up a message, said that we are going to video recording this conference. If you don't like it here, you can leave. If you stay here, which means you are agreed. That's fine. That's simple enough, right? People may overlook. They go drink some water, coming back here, they miss the pop-up here. And also, you video record this information. Sometimes people are showing their face. Sometimes people talk. Then they have their privacy. You video record this, they feel like they don't like it. They don't like their face to be seen. They don't like their voice to be heard, especially when this meeting have some minors may turn out to be more regulations you need to consider. So be careful about video conferencing especially if you want to video record it. For me, in this case, this is the class teaching video recorded. Me, do I mind you see my face? No. Do I mind you listen to my voice? No. Do I mind you share the info, my personal opinion, my work experience provided to you? No. So I'm fine. So yeah, so me alone, that's easy. As long as I'm okay. When involve many participants, you need to really consider about this. It's not as simple as it is. Give you an example here. Say we have a conference, that's 10 presenters going to talk. Each one going to talk about 10 minutes here. So what we're going to do? If we video recorded one and post it under, say, YouTube, it may cause a problem. My suggestion, you have 10 presenters. Each one is going to present 10 minutes. You video record it. You trim it. You make it 10 separate individual recording. You post up to YouTube. You have 10 files here, 10 video. If one guy says that, of course you get permission first, right? But people change their mind. We're only human. They don't own one promise is fine, says it's no good. You just delete that portion. You don't have to. You have 10 presenters, video posted under YouTube. Then one presenter feel don't like it. What are you going to do? You are going to delete the video. But other 9, they are either don't care or they even love it. So that's very simple, huh? It's not really technology here. It's just some consideration you need to make. Social networking here. Yeah, we are using more and more social network. Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth. That's good. It's very good for people retiring, for people get more time to kill. That's good. If you are too busy, you don't have time for social network, you don't. And you go to social networking. This social stuff here is casual stuff, after work stuff. If you go to a social network, Instagram, Facebook, and criticize about your employer, and the employer going to fire you, they can. Yeah, they can. We all know that if you work for a company, you go to the office, that's the office time. You use the computer, that's a company computer. You do serving for nothing, for shopping, for fun, and that's not your job. They can fire you. You use the company's time and device to do your personal stuff here. You're not supposed to do that. They can fire you. Think about after work. After work, you go to a social media, make some comments to your employer. Employer can still fire you. So the best suggestion is wisely separate your professional work and your personal work. Social network is for personal enjoyment with your friends, with your families. That's for that purpose. And not for you to share your info about your work, complain or criticize about your employer. Too much info. Feel free to keep to yourself. If you have something, when you go back to work, talk to your boss, talk to your coworker, talk to human resource, not in a social network to talk about that. You say, hey, I use the same wording, exactly identical wording. Yes, but you need to use in the right place and right time. When the place and time is incorrect, the identical wording can get you into trouble or cost your work. So that's very good idea here. And I need to also clarify about your freedom of speech. You need to check constitutional law amendment. Freedom of speech is to criticize the government. And government by law can do nothing about it. Yeah, you can go to a social media to say that I don't like a certain president or a candidate for the presidency election. You can do that. The government cannot use that against you. That's called freedom of speech. You want to keep a balance between the people and the government. People give the power to the government to serve the people. So that's the way it is. They want you, the people, to have a voice about how's their service to you. You may have different opinion. They're not trying to have everybody talk about the same way. No, some people may like you, some people may not like you, some people may have different opinion. That's fine. Majority or consensus going to drive. So that's the stuff here we're talking about. Hopefully, this will give you some idea about how to use social media. Simply put, keep your professional life away from social media and know your freedom of speech is only applied to criticizing or providing some good idea to the government. Yeah, I'm just talking about photo and video and everything like that here. Sharing here. Yeah, and if you are using the social media to do some bulletin stuff here, bulletin your friends, for instance, or someone you know, long time ago, when I say we, like in the US, we are lacking of the law or regulation to punish you. Today, we have that kind of law and regulation to punishing you. You do some social networking, bulletin to some other people. You may go to jail for that. You say, hey, again, I have my freedom of speech. You don't have your freedom of speech to bulletin someone. You say, oh, I was only, making a joke. You are going to take responsibility. You are going to pay for what you have done here. So that's the situation. Be careful. Don't feel too comfortable when you are in a social media. Okay. Talking about streaming media here. Streaming here, media, is not like real time. I want to listen to a 2 minutes song. That's easy. The server may download just 2 minutes to my phone, mobile phone, and I can listen to this music. I want to view a 2 hours movies by using my phone. They are not going to download it, this 2 hours movie videos totally to my phone. It's unnecessary. Going to the streaming line. They play a little bit, I watch it. They play a little bit, I watch it. That's it. Otherwise, your computer or your mobile phone need to have a very, very big memory space to accommodate the 2 hours movie. No, we don't want it. So that's called streaming. They give you a little bit, so you view in, you listen in, they give you another a little bit here. That's how they do it. Music. Yeah, they have different type of music here, radio here, station here. Radio here is the car radio. They build out some kind of a system here. Then you can listen to a different kind of a radio station. With more and more use of satellite technology, I would say that it's feasible, meaning technically it's possible for us to listen to a radio station in any place of the earth, as long as the business agreement is made. Can be done. Then why it's not being done? Depends on the customer base. How many people want it? Lots of people want it. Money talks. They have enough money to motivate them to provide the service. The service term we use in a phone company, meaning I do something for you, that you listen to a radio station, and you pay money for that. Service doesn't mean free, means that. Now, these guys that personalized radio stations here, yeah, that's true. But technically, say you are from Texas, you liked the country music. I have been in Texas for 30 something years. I like country music here. So say if I go to Japan, or their radio station most likely would not play country music. But I want to listen to some country music. I'm driving a car in Tokyo. I want to listen to Dallas country music. Can I? Technically, that is possible. Businessly, it's not. Not many people doing that. So I'm just trying to talk about it. And later on, it may change. On-demand songs here. On-demand, this term has been used in different way. One way means I let you listen to the songs unlimited, and you pay me certain amount of money. Like every month, you pay me $5, and I'll going to have all the music in my database to let you listen to. So when I say I am a on-demand service provider. So that's movie on demand. You pay some carrier to view movies, then all the movies in there. This is like Netflix. Netflix is like that, on demand. It's pretty much like a buffet deal. You pay for the money for the buffet, you can eat as much as you wanted to. Same idea. You pay your subscription fee to Netflix. You can view in as many movies in their database as you wanted to. So that's called on demand. That's one meaning of on demand. There are another meaning for on demand is like more like a contractor terms here, like IBM, for example, may come to your company and say, hey, what do you want? And the company's IT company, a new one, say, we need to have a wired network. We need to have a Wi-Fi, a wireless network. We need two networks. Then the IBM say, okay, I can do that for you. And we need certain security, of course. And we need availability. Most of the time, it will be on. Yes, that can be done here. Then IBM going to charge you a amount of money that's on demand, per your demand, on your demand. We're going to do that. And they may hire someone else to do your job. That's called on demand. This is like pretty much like I want to build a new fence to my backyard. I go to Lowe's, I go to Home Depot. Hey, I have a demand to build myself a new fence. I pay the money to Home Depot or Lowe's. They're going to hire a contractor to do it. The contractor may hire some subcontractor. It's not really my concern. My concern will be if there's some problem, I go to the company which I have signed the contract with. In this case, will be Lowe's, will be Home Depot. So that's on demand. So on demand songs, that's the term. IT is a term-based industry. There's so many terms, and one term may be used in different way. You need to know not all the way, all the different meanings this term has been used, but the most commonly used way. Movies and videos here. They give example, Netflix. Yes, I have subscribed to Netflix. You can have like 4 or 5 people to use at the same time. It's not expensive. Yeah, but they don't really have enough movies for you to choose from. I want to see some movie. I try to search. Nope, they don't have that movie. So that's a problem. And big database is the size of the database. The size of the database is big enough for the money you pay for. They don't charge you a lot of money, monthly charge, but they don't have a lot of movies for you to choose from. Talking about Netflix, you can see the technology change. We used to have a company called Blockbuster. I don't know if you ever heard about Blockbuster before. This is talking about technology change. Long time ago, there were tape, movie in the tape, 2 companies, one called Beta, B-E-T-A, smaller size, like a book, smaller size. There's another company, VHS, like a book size, bigger size. Beta is better quality-wise than VHS. But Beta going to charge money to all the manufacturers using it. And VHS says, no, we're going to make money some other way. With the use of different business strategy, Beta was fading out. I still have some Beta tape, but I cannot view that. I don't have a Beta player. I still have a lot of VHS tape. I can view them. I still have VHS viewer. Oh, we don't call viewer, sorry, we call player, recorder, player. Still have them. The quality comparing to DVD is not that good. The DVD quality comparing to Bluetooth is not that good, but it's viewable. And after like 30 years, still about the same quality. Then you said that if quality is no good, Dr. Wu, why you still want to view them? Well, because some old movies, I cannot find it under Netflix. I cannot find it under internet. I cannot find it under DVD or Blu-ray. VHS, that's the only place. I have a hard copy of VHS. We don't use the term hard copy. I have VHS tape, have that movie. So that's why I still keep it. Hey, this guy show you Hulu and show you the more famous one, YouTube. YouTube was very, very hot and many people using it. Like you are viewing my lecture, this identical lecture. From where? YouTube. I post it under YouTube. It's simple. It don't cost me a penny. And it works. Yeah. So that's why I use YouTube. YouTube, the company was acquired by Google. So right now it belongs to Google. When I first post or publish a video under YouTube, I need to create a YouTube account. Username, password, so they know you are whoever you say you are. Then this video belongs to you, so you can change it. Later on, since the company was acquired by Google, my YouTube account is called Google account. I'm going to use Google account to upload my video recording to YouTube. Does that confuse you? Should be fine, right? Why the name change? Google wants you to use your account to do more than YouTube. some other Google products, apps, you can also do it. So instead of call that YouTube account, which strongly imply you can use that account to do your YouTube video, they change the term, say Google account. So YouTube is very, very useful. And YouTube, they even give you money if many, many people viewing, plus they run some ad on your YouTube video. I think it's about like 2,000 or more viewing, then they run some ad. They get money from the advertiser and give a portion to you as a video owner or creator. That's the situation. And one time, I used in my video, I used some other video I have from others, and turned out to be that copyright protected. So whoa, say other people claim this is my copyright info. That video recording is like 2 hours, and that being claimed copyright is only 1 minute. So Google is very cool, or YouTube is very cool. YouTube pop up, say, hey, restriction there, you have a copyright claimed. Some company, that's a record company, say that's their copyright. Do you want to dispute? I take a look, say, yeah, I overlook. That's their stuff, huh? Okay. And the solution they tell me is, you don't need to do nothing. But once, if you have many, many viewers, we're going to run some ad, and we're going to give a portion of the money we make to the copyright owner, to that 1 minute video owner, not to you. So that's a solution here. I say, no, I'll just, do I have any option? The YouTube, nobody talked to me. I mean, the screen just tell you, do you want to trim off this copyright claimed video? That's 1 minute. I say, go ahead. I press the button, go ahead. Then go ahead. Then it's gone. Hey, I don't know. Yeah. Or I was naive, or I overlooked, or I made a mistake. Solution is easy. Just get rid of it. Okay, let's get rid of it. So that tells you from here, technology, law, that's the copyright. By the way, the copyright, generally speaking, is 50 years. Different countries may have different way to count the copyright, but 50 years, so that's very, very long years. Patent, 20 years. In case you're not careful, you use some copyright info, then that's resolution. And funny about this resolution is, for that like 1 minute video claimed by some other people, at first, like you have 1 second, that's a freeze screen. After the end, there's a freeze screen, so I talk. That freezing up, like 2 seconds, still there. They don't care. You can use that. So if you see some song that's 3 minutes, you copy that 3 minutes in your presentation. No, you cannot do that. That's your copyright. You took a snapshot, a picture, to put it there. You can do that. Say Michael Jackson have a Thriller. Okay, so you just put that song in your video recording for 3 minutes. No, you cannot do that. You just take it like a free shot, like a photo, and put it there. Can you do that? Yeah, you can do that. But that's the copyright, right? Yes and no. Copyright is the reasonable use that can be used here. Otherwise, if I do a video recording to study the pop music, and I'm going to talk about this specific song, what can I do? Can I not showing a picture of that video? Yeah, I can. So that's for video. Then for picture, if there is a picture, have a copyright protection. Can I use that picture? No, I cannot. A portion can be used. It's a picture, use a picture. That's 100% you are using. You are not allowed. A video, that's 1 minute, 3 minutes. I only use a picture. You can do that. Another example for this copyright stuff here is, say, I'm a teacher. Okay, so this is a textbook. It's a copyright protected textbook. Can I copy the entire textbook and give it free to my students? No, it's a copyright protected. You cannot do that. Say this book is 200 pages. Can I copy 2, 3, something like that pages and to give to my students? Of course you can do that, right? So that's limited amount of the copyright protected info you are using is reasonable use is allowed. Otherwise, that will be difficult. Otherwise, that will be very, very difficult. You're thinking about this. If this book is 200 pages and I copy 2 or 3 pages to give to my student for teaching purpose or to encourage student to, it's pretty much like sampling stuff, to say, hey, yeah, this is a good book. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. So same idea. And analogy will be, if you go to a shopping mall, they have a food court. No, some food company may have people to have some sampler for you to try. Is that going to cost you? No, of course not. Because you try that, you may want to buy the whole dishes. Then they can make money. So pay attention to this copyright material and reasonable use a little bit of this copyright material stuff happening in YouTube. We are talking about technology. You always need to consider about the law. You don't know the law, you are so strong in technology that can get you into trouble. Fitness and health here. Yeah, people are using those devices to help them to keep their body fit and using the technology to help. Like this kind, you can run, they can keep all your steps here and to tell you how to improve. And they can, some of them can even measure your heartbeat. We all know that your heartbeat is not high enough, you don't get your exercise. The heartbeat is too high, you may kill yourself. We need to know that, and those new technology like app, mobile phone, or Apple Watch can help you to do that. Like Runkeeper or some apps just to tells you how many steps have you walked today. And I know some senior citizens, they love that, which is a strong encouragement for them to keep walking. And walking is important to senior citizens. They may not be run a marathon, but they can keep walking. And how we are going to record that or encourage them to consistently every day to walk certain distance, or EDD say certain steps. If you put on certain distance, well, okay, you have walk 1 mile, 2 miles, that 1 and 2 doesn't seems very promising or encouraging. Yeah. Turn out to be, whoa, you have walked 6,000 some steps. Make you feel like, hey, that's quite quite achievement, huh? That's you probably for senior citizen need to walk like 40 minutes or 1 hour. Oh, that's, and you said that, why don't we keep it at 40 minutes? You have walked 40 minutes. You have walked 40 minutes. You have walked 2 miles, 42. Nah, can be comparing to that. You have walked 6,000, 7,000, that kind of number. Same idea, same fact here, but the big number seems to be more encouraging. iPhone have some app can help you to do that. Health app, there are more and more health app here. Yep, that's good here. Yeah, people want to get encouraged, motivated to do some exercise for their health. And technology tools can help us to do that. Fitness device like this iPhone, iWatch. See some people purchase this iWatch for exercise purpose. So what's the difference between an iPhone and a iWatch for exercise? Exercise, you can wearing a wrist watch. I don't think you want to carry your mobile phone to run for 1 hour. You can do that. Chances are you drop your phone or make you feel uneasy with that phone you're handling. So that's the stuff here. Health devices here. We're going to have more and more health devices here. And there's some device, they even know you're monitoring your blood sugar levels here. And I know some device monitoring your oxygen level. That's your blood. You have lots of oxygen, that's good. You have less, no, not good. Blood sugar high, no good. Something like that. Those devices can do that for diabetes. Not to mention about someone, they may have some heart problem, do some surgery, put some electrical device in their heart to trigger, to ask the heart to keep pumping. Don't stop, keep the pumping. And that is use battery, like every 10 years, we need to change the surgeon, they need to change the battery. And it's monitoring wirelessly by hospital personnel. They know you're in trouble. That's very, very cool health devices we have nowadays. Yeah. Phone has been going a long way. At first, after Mr. Bell or Mr. Ericsson invented this wonderful tool we call phone for someone to call someone. Today, we can see the phone work with networking like internet and enhance services in all different fields, in banking, in health, even in the military. They can train the soldiers in a virtual environment with the video games, with the virtual rooms here, before sending those soldiers to a strange war zone. Use technology, use wisely. That's my advice here. Mobile cloud service. Talking about cloud, that's a term for internet. Remember we talked about smartphone? If your phone connecting to internet, lots of info, help you to make decision, you're smart. Your phone is smart. Cloud is a internet. And physically, it's going to be a server, physically located in somewhere, say Dallas, say Fort Worth, That's your cloud service. Since their servers size look like a DVD player, and I can have one, I can have two, I can have 1,000. If I need it, I can have 10,000. That's unlimited. So the cloud space is unlimited. You have a mobile phone, run out of space. By the way, this mobile phone is 250 gigabyte space. It's big enough for me to keep a lot of video and pictures here. But if you run out of space, memory space to keep your video recording and your pictures, what are you going to do? You can put it under the cloud. This mobile phone is wirelessly connected to Wi-Fi or base station, then to a physical server located in a certain place like in Dallas. Keep your stuff there. If you want it, they can wirelessly give to you. Many people I know, they are keeping their pictures under a cloud service provider. This cloud service provider may, at first, free of charge. Later on, charge you a limited amount of money, $5, $10 a month. Later on, may charge you more money. Depends on the competition of the market, depends on the user's customer base, how many people use it, depends on the cost for them to maintain the IT systems. Mobile. Access to your data here. Of course, this is the cloud storage. Storage is another term called memory space. Going to keep your computer files here. Maybe a picture file, maybe a Word file, maybe a PowerPoint presentation file, maybe a video recording file. Remember, there are three different types. One is voice, one is data, one is video. We're going to keep those three different types of info in the cloud storage. Like Dropbox here. Microsoft have OneDrive. We are using Microsoft OneDrive. And Google have a Google Drive. Apple phone have iCloud. Those are all widely used. You can put that here. Like I'm teaching a gaming class. So my student will complete a gaming assignment, then put it under the Microsoft OneDrive for the school. And I am the teacher for the school, for the class. They are going to, the student, going to share under this OneDrive, their OneDrive, a folder. The folder is the class, gaming class. And put their completed classwork there. And put my name there, who you want to share with. Put the professor name. The system will send me an email. And the email said that, hey, someone is sharing this OneDrive with you. I click on that email. I can see their work. I can download their work. I can run that gaming program under my gaming software, and I can see their work. That's how we do it. That's why OneDrive is needed in this teaching case. Without that, I don't know what to do. It's going to be difficult. So that's something good here. Cloud storage. Cloud applications. Applications like app used to be the term called features, like call waiting features. Now it's many apps here, like a maps in my mobile phone to keep how many steps have I been walk for today. And beautiful that you can show that to your friend here. Say, see, I have walked 8,000 steps today. That's my proof. I got something to prove. That's important. That's encouraging. That's a cloud app. We're going to see more and more cloud app. Yeah. Like Microsoft Office Online. When you buy a computer, comes with a operating system. Windows 10. You buy a Apple computer, comes with a Mac OS operating system. If you really know computer, you go to internet, download a free Linux operating system. Okay. Now, but your computer would not have Microsoft Office. What are the Microsoft Office? They have Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Outlook, and a couple of some other app software. Outlook, that's their email. You buy yourself a new computer, comes with Windows 10, but it does not come with PowerPoint software. You need to do a PowerPoint presentation to give to your teacher for grading. You cannot. Two way. One way, you're going to pay Microsoft to get yourself a Microsoft Office 2019 version. Way number two, Microsoft give to school Office 365. That's free. Give the school students, you can use it. The difference between this Office 2019 and that Office 365 is 365 is online. The other one is not. The other one, you buy it from Microsoft, you put it in your computer, it's there always. You don't have to connect to internet. But for the Office 365, it's free to students. That's in the cloud. You connect to cloud internet, then you can use it. Your computer is not connected to a cloud, you cannot use it. So that's the new stuff. As I can see, the future computer don't need to have a system unit. Memory is not needed. CPU is not needed. All you need is I/O and some simple software to connect to internet. Once you have this in the future, new type of computer with input and output only. Input is a keyboard, output is a computer screen, we call monitor. You connect to a service provider, a cloud service provider, based on your profile. If you're a Windows user, you can wirelessly use Windows 10. Use Office 2019 PowerPoint software. I say wirelessly use. I didn't say free use of this. You may pay money to the service provider, most likely. If you are Apple users, you only have keyboard and monitor. Based on your profile, they know you are Apple users. Then you can use the Mac OS and all the Apple application under the cloud for you to do your work. Your work, say PowerPoint presentation, slide presentation, once completed, will be kept under the cloud. You want to use it, you can use it here. So that's the cloud application. Someone may like the idea, and those cloud computer service provider. Some may not like the idea, like Dell computer. Hey, I want people to my Dell computer with a OS memory with a system. I don't want this idea. This idea, I can only sell terminal, just monitor, and keyboard. I'm not going to make a lot of money. So that's thinking about technology, thinking about business decision, business technology. They are not always in line with each other. sometimes there's a conflict in terms of profit generation. Instant translation, this guy talked to you like a Google translation. Translate language. Used to be no good. Right now it's pretty good. Pretty good. Simple, spoken, commonly used terms can be translated pretty good using a Google Translate. But Google Translate have one limitation now is they can only accommodate certain word counts. You want a Google translation to translate a paper that is many, many words, kind of too long. Word translation going to tell you, no, we have a limitation, you cannot do that. That's a limitation. Then what are you going to do? Well, you're going to chop it off, translate this portion, that portion, or you may as well to Google another translation tool to do it. Instant identification. Amazon's app can find match anything you view with your camera. Yeah. Talking about this mapping stuff. They used to be, they can only searching for text. We do that all the time. We want to search certain text. Today, technology show us that the voice, search for a piece of voice, music, or a piece of video can be done. And that's why when I said that I have a 2-hour video recording, I mistakenly use a copyright protected info for 1 minute. And that copyright protector, technically, computer-wise can scan and know that, hey, this belongs to me. Not manually. It's impossible for as a human being to view my 2 hours and figuring out that's 1 minute here. There are too many of the videos here. This tells us people overlook or intentionally use a copyright info. We need to be able to know that by using technology. That costs much less. That's called feasible. Ask human being to check on that. That's infeasible, which means cannot be done that way. Cloud gaming here. We're going to see more and more cloud gaming. That's very, very true. I also teach gaming. So the gaming, long time ago, we have a console, Xbox, PlayStation console, proprietary, belong to a company. You buy Xbox, you have video game, you use it, give to your friend use a PlayStation. It's not compatible. You cannot do that. Today, we're talking about cloud gaming. I'm using my computer, go to the internet to play certain game. There's no platform. I use any computer, Apple computer, computer with Windows operating system, they are the same, being treated the same way. I can use it. Two trend. Trend number one, we're fading out this platform gaming. We are using a cloud gaming. Trend number two, we are having more and more gamings for mobile phone. Not for computer, it's for mobile phone. The reason for that is you don't carry your notebook 24 hours a day, but most of you do carry your mobile phone 24 hours a day. It's easier for you to find some time with your mobile phone to play computer games. It's more difficult for you to use your computer, or notebook, which is not with you, always to play computer games. So that's the stuff here. Again, that's pros and cons. In certain developing countries, the parents go out to work and the kids stay home with grandparents. You're thinking about the grandparents going to talk some story to the grandkids, happy family. No, the parents go out work, they buy a mobile phone to give it to the kids because they want to know. They miss the kids, so they call the kids say, yeah, mom, dad, yeah, I'm fine here. They can even do a video call. Oh, I can see you. Oh, okay, you're getting fat. Okay, that's cool. That's something good about phone, right? But something not that good about phone is we have more and more gaming, mobile phone games. Then the kids going to play the mobile phone games all the time. The grandparents cannot do much to the grandkids and go to school. The teacher cannot do much to the kids because they really want to play the computer games. And in a remote area, they don't really have enough resource to competing with those games in a mobile phone. So mobile phone is a tool, computer is a tool. Depends on how the tool is used. Can help you better your life or can hurt you, ruin your career. Hey, that's what I want to share with you for this video recording lecture.